I don't know if I mentioned it, but our grading system is from 1 to 6, with 1 being the best and 6 being the absolute worst. Basically just, yeah, good luck. Even though you can have 2 6s on your, like, secondary school certificate, you can have 2 absolutely failed things and still graduate. And I'm just like, bro, why am I even putting effort into this? But yeah, with English, I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind it. And if I end up with a 2 because I'm nervous or I don't know, I misunderstand the question or something, I'm gonna do the Rebel one, and I'm gonna get my 1 on that hacking certificate. Just to be fair, chances are there that if I would end up doing a normal job where I would have to show the certificate to anyone, it's very likely going to be something in writing. And I write my books and fanfictions and whatnot in English, and I really enjoy the English language. Like, look at me making English videos while I live in a German-speaking country, you know? So I think maybe I would also just consider getting some kind of writing-related English job, and if those people are then like, well, what were your English grades? I want to be like, ha, look at me, class best, mistake-free exam, you know? So if that happens, English I'm okay with doing verbally, but I probably won't have to, because I'd assume the exam is going to be at a level that I'm fine with. So, yeah. But the other 3, I'm worried. I'm worried. Actually, when I last talked about, you know, the finals coming up and all that, I got some new info since then, and I think it is very likely that I indeed am going to do, out of the secondary subjects, history as my written exam, and the other 3 ones verbally, since you can choose that, and it was really hard for me to make the choice. I mean, it still is, but I'm pretty sure, because we finally got to know. I don't know if my teacher misspoke, if he was serious about that, because that seems way too easy, considering we barely covered anything from that time. But if you do the verbal exam in history, you just have to know everything that anyone ever did. If you do the writing exam, you just have to know stuff until 1900. So that seems a lot easier. The thing is, we haven't covered much from that time. So we did like what, a tiny bit of French Revolution, independence of America, and like a little bit here and there about some other stuff that happened in the world, but not like major events otherwise. So that seems very, very promising for me, in my opinion. Compared to, you know, if I would do history verbally, the amount of studying I would need to do. I mean, I'd assume there might still be some basic questions like, when did World War I start and end? And, I don't know, when did that and that person die, and all that, maybe. But, yeah, that just seems easier. But then, you know, with my other potential candidate for the written exam that had been physics, because I really struggle in physics. You know how I had a little exam in physics on Monday, and, you know, I think I did okay-ish. But if my teacher doesn't want to give that back next Monday, it's fine, he can keep it. You know what I mean? That is one deep ravine. Damn. And I like did a little bit of learning with the boyfriend on the weekend before that. And he was like, okay, explain to me how that works. And I just did the complete Kiwi move, and I went like, yeah, okay, so you have that. Quite literally, just translated into English now. So with that being there and that being there, that makes that work. And my boyfriend just looked at me. I think I know why you're reconsidering to maybe do physics in the written form. Because I suck at explaining things, especially when it's stuff like how electronics work, you know? I don't know, yeah, the lamp just lights up because there's some cables connecting it, okay? Don't ask me how to properly explain that. But I think I'll try. I really think I'll try to do physics verbally. And even if I get like a more of a meh grade, it's okay. I don't think I'll ever do any kind of job where physics is much of a requirement. So, you know, I can live. If I get a 3, I'm fine. Yeah, I mean, if I get a 4, I'd be a little bit upset, I think. Don't crash, thank you. But I could still live with that. Wouldn't make me happy, but it's not like my future would be ruined, you know? So, yeah, but I think it's going to end up being history. So, yeah, this is like such a hard choice to make, really. I mean, probably not, if you really think about it, but for little me, it is. Someone who was close to graduating before. That is some dark hacking wood. Oh, never mind. And, you know, I dropped out a few months before graduation when I was homeschooled. So I basically stopped school before the whole preparing for the exams started. Oh, there's a boyfriend here. So I did hear correctly. He's showing me weird looking numbers. I don't know. Well, yeah, this is going to be my first time doing any of that serious exam stuff, and that's just a little bit terrifying, you know? I mean, I know I'll survive, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easier to do it. Okay, yeah, I think ChatGPT gave my boyfriend the wrong numbers. That has been happening all day, and the boyfriend is very upset about it. So, this is your proof that AI is not good. You have to do all the math yourself. And now the boyfriend left again. Let's hope the boyfriend doesn't hear this, because it kind of sounds mean, but this just reminds me, you know, imagine like a parent working from home, you know, trying to do their serious business meeting, and their little kid running up to them and being like, "Mommy, look at this little drawing I made!" Oh god, like, just look at this rock I found. I don't know, I like it though. It's cute. Yes, wonderful drawing, boyfriend. Very, very proud of you. Oh, wait, we actually should go down again. Or should we? No, we can actually. I think we can just zigzag like that for a little bit. You know, I think that's like another little special thing about a already more unique way of Let's Plays, you know, with Life on Woods being basically unedited, except for like, you know, the occasional time-lapse and off-screen grinding. No, this is a very laid-back Let's Play. And we just have all insiders, even if you don't know all of them yet, that's okay. If you keep watching, you will know them eventually, I believe. And then you just have these you know, I have my own way of talking in a way, you know. As of lately, I've been always saying silly little to everything. Oh, the silly little sunset, you know. I don't know, it's just become a thing. But then you also have these other things, like occasionally we have a boyfriend in the background doing various things, and I think that just adds another factor of uniqueness to the Let's Play, whether that's good or bad is up to you. But if there are people looking for a unique modded Minecraft Let's Play, this is where they should go, okay? You cannot deny that this isn't unique, okay? Let me get these because I really love them. These got changed a little bit in 1.12, by the way. They look a tiny bit different now. Very shocking. But some other plants have stayed the same. The 2D fern that we occasionally find in swamps is now kind of 3D, which is heartbreaking. I love that 2D fern. We really are going to build with it a little bit, I think. Just because I think it is absolutely amazing to just have that blob. Okay. Does anything fit in there? Yes, actually some of it does. That is surprising. And before I forget, that's the grass that does not fit in there. It's going to get dark in a second, which is terrifying. Okay, sleepy time. But look at the stars coming out. And I'm gonna sit up. Again, this is also your posture check reminder, you know? Keep a good posture, children, and stay hydrated, ideally with water. I say as I have a bottle of iced tea next to me and have drank the tiniest bit of water today. Everything else has been soda, iced tea, or... I guess... To the Germans that might be watching this, can you consider Paulaner Spezi a soda too? I guess too, because it's just like cola with like orange. This fancy mezzo mix, but the real questions of life. Very, very sorry for all the people who do not know Paulaner Spezi, by the way. If you are ever in Germany or wherever else they might sell it, probably also like Austria and Switzerland, I'd assume, maybe, I don't know. But if you have the ability to try Paulaner Spezi, then you need to do that, okay? That is the top tier stuff. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yes, that was my drink diary for the day. Hope you enjoyed that. And no, it's not quite yet. We are going to get these. Okay. Another uniqueness factor of the Let's Play. Me talking about absolutely random stuff. But I don't know. Personally, if I find a creator that I just really enjoy and like just the way they make their content, I usually don't care that much what they talk about, and if I like them as a person, I don't know, tell me your life story, I don't care. I just like listening to you. Do whatever you want. I'll be there, you know? And I have gotten comments from people where, you know, they enjoy these little ramblings I do. I was about to say do occasionally, but we'd all know that's a lie. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just very impressive to me, you know. Again, this is something that I've mentioned quite a few times, especially lately, but, you know, like I said, this is a kind of unique Let's Play that it's done in a style it isn't done much anymore, but it seems to be kind of coming back, like 0.001% more than before. And that there's people actually, you know, enjoying that is already amazing to me, but then they enjoy what I make with that already more, or like more rare found content, you know, and then yeah, like the autistic ramblings in there, all the useless stuff and the rants. Let's not forget the rants. And there's people liking that, like that is still very crazy to me. So again, much love to everyone watching this, much love to everyone who has been checking channel out lately and who will in the future. If you are watching this many years down the line because some other random episode blew up or something, I don't know. No, okay, we run. Oh, there's wool, never mind. Ah! I'm so sorry, rest in peace. Okay, I don't want to look at it. Why do they gotta be so mean? What was I talking about? I get a little bit distracted there. Wonder what caused that. Yeah, okay, yeah, like I said, I mentioned it so many times. It's still crazy to me. Episode 424. So random, so unexpected. And, yeah, that was something that happened. And it's so noticeable that a lot of people, in my opinion, have stayed since then. And just, wow. You know, like, most are human beings. And just, I don't know, it's like it's crazy to have like the actual YouTuber side of things, because for me, I do this because I enjoy making content. And you know, there's still some Life in the Woods videos that are in the single digit views. Very, very few, I think, because there's some people that have been going through the early episodes, which crazy, absolutely crazy to me. They suck. And I don't care about that. I keep and kept going because I enjoy doing this, but the fact that there's positive feedback is just that's just like crazy to me. And that obviously is another thing to keep you motivated, you know? If you're spending all your time being like, do people really still like these type of videos? And then with all the unique factors added in. But then you get so many comments like, oh, I really relate to you, I enjoy listening to you, I like putting your videos on in the background, blah blah blah. Not blah 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 in a negative way, obviously. And that's just like, oh, people enjoy this, you know? And that's already more than I could ask for, you know? If there's one person that clicks on a video and, you know, their day or even the current time for them is made a little bit better, you know? Maybe they could forget about real life worries for a few minutes. Or, you know, manage to remember to take their meds or drink a little bit more water. Ideally even develop a new good habit by me constantly saying that. Then life goal achieved, honestly. That's the whole thing, you know? Making people happy. And yeah, that's just the main thing I'm trying to do here. Keeping myself happy by making these videos, and ideally making others happy. And sometimes that appears to be the case, which is just incredible. Because I don't know, I just sit here, record these videos, and then there's people having a fun time watching them. Like, I don't know, I'm just like sitting here right now, looking around me, sitting on this desk, at this desk with, you know, a bunch of messes. I think that was just my iced tea bottle saying hello that I have not touched in like an hour, but it just kind of blopped. I guess it wanted to say hello, so stay hydrated. And like, out of this little corner in the room with a bunch of mess surrounding it, there's content created that people enjoy. Like, what the heck? It's very unbelievable to me. So yeah, thank you. Being in a little bit of a very grateful, appreciative mood today. Don't really know why, but that's the way it is. Oh, actually was a very, very good backpack. Backpack putting stuff in there thing. This is how you speak English. And this is what I say after being like, you know, if I don't do well in the written exam, I will do the verbal one in English, because I am so good at speaking this language. Yeah, fun fact, when we started English class today, we weren't as many people because a lot of times people show up late. And we were just like very few people. And our teacher was talking about some stuff, and a lot of the class didn't really seem to be understanding it, I think, and we just gave each other looks like, oh boy. And like, I don't know. It's actually kind of funny because I'm like sitting in an area where there's people that get most of the jokes that the teacher says, if not all of them. So it's just kind of nice because when our teacher says like something that is not like really relevant to the topic, you know, it gave us some exercise to do, you know, write a text about that and that, and then someone says something, and then the teacher, you know, answers, "Don't crash." Okay, that was scary. Answers to that, and then it does like a little joke. The joke is not usually directed at like the person who asked the question. It's more like directed at the little corner that we're sitting in with the getting jokes ability. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of funny, but there weren't many people there today in the morning, so yeah, there were some lonely glances and exchanged. Yeah, I don't know. I do really enjoy Fridays. Today was really nice. Let me talk a little bit. Oh, actually, no, I'm coming up with a lot of topics to talk about. Oh boy. We got to write a text today about our modern consumer society. And I wrote almost a full double page. You know, basically, the thing is, write 100 words about this, and then there's me and this one other person, and I think also one more person that also wrote a lot, where we're just handing in whole novels. While the rest of the class is like, I only have 50 words, is that okay? So, but yeah, I ranted a lot in that little text. Because our topic at the moment is definitely how a lot of our products these days are not produced under good conditions, and you know, maybe people should stop buying a bunch of unnecessary things. And I just that's something I can rant about a lot. And I mentioned a lot about my experiences being in the art community, you know. I wrote a lot about how companies like Shein and Temu and whatnot has been famous lately, have been stealing a lot of designs from small artists. Or something that I saw recently is this one artist I follow, I don't remember who, but I mean it's happened to multiple. So there are artists that make plushies, amazing plushies, super cute, obviously them being by small businesses. They are not manufactured in the tens of thousands, more like in smaller quantities, so, you know, they are a bit more expensive, but especially if they're made well, and by the fact that you're supporting, you know, a small business, you're actually supporting a human being or human beings. That just makes it worth it, in my opinion. So I don't really have any small business plushies, which makes me sad, but I have some that I really want to buy, you know, maybe one day. And either way, so let's just say they sell their plushies for like $40-50, and then Shein comes around the corner, rips off the design, and sells it for $5. So I mentioned stuff like that, and I also mentioned how I'd like to, you know, maybe one day make some little art products myself, and you know, it's already a rough time for artists, and it's just not okay how people ignore these issues. And I know it's easy, let's be fair. it is very tempting to see all the reduced stuff, but I don't know. I'm really trying my best not to buy it like more unethical companies. I really try to, you know, either buy at small local businesses, or, you know, if I can get them whatever I'm looking for at that place, then at least I'll try to go for a more acceptable, bigger retail company, I mean, than, you know, Amazon. I think I placed one Amazon order last year. I'm very proud of that. Usually when I order at Amazon, it's because I literally cannot find the thing anywhere else. To be fair, my parents order a lot from Amazon, and a lot of times when there is something that, you know, for example, there's some authors that sadly only publish on Amazon, which, as an aspiring author, no, I will never do that. I will never have any Kindle exclusive kind of books. No, nope. I will publish with literally any other print-on-demand company, or as I've been thinking lately about, maybe I will actually go the traditional way, you know? I am so sorry. Find an agent, and I don't know, I've been kind of in the mood for that lately. I always thought I'd self-publish, but maybe I'm gonna try not to do that. I don't know. I would have to have an actual book to show to anyone first before I like really think about that too much. But for example, there's some books I can only get on Amazon, and my parents, you know, being very scared of ordering anywhere else, if Christmas or my birthday is coming up, I just put a lot of stuff that I can't really get anywhere else on that list. So it's a win. My parents are able to get presents, they're able to order from their trusted source, and I get something that I want but don't really like buying myself. So that's something I do. I don't know why I started so much there, I'm sorry. And yeah, I don't know. Another thing that was also just I didn't really write about a lot in the text, but that we talked about in class, is how people have gotten so used to these incredibly fast shipping times. Especially if you order from, you know, those Asia-based companies and you're in Europe or the US, you know, that it's not exactly around the corner. There's a little bit of distance between you and the place that you come out of there. The product is coming from. The product did not come out of there, by the way. And you're like, oh, I ordered there, and the one time it didn't show up for okay, that was just one big lag. You know, took 2 weeks for something to arrive from China to Germany, and I'm just like sitting there thinking, you do realize China is not exactly our neighboring country, right? So I don't know. It's just. I mean, what can I say? I don't use Shein. I don't use Temu. I don't use any of that. I do use AliExpress though, for stationery supplies, which, to be fair, I assume some of them have also probably been stolen by small artists, but it is very, very, very hard to find the original artists for all those stickers and washi tapes. So, if anyone watching like my real life channel videos, you know, the bullet journal setups or something, ever sees me using stickers or washi tape and knows the original artist, you know, feel free to yell that at me. Because I would very much prefer to support the creator of those designs rather than, you know, some random company that just knocks off their cute art. But yeah,